The stinky smell of the female persona. Why is it on television, in print, on film? The attitude taken is that the female is good, the male is bad. Why is that when the female has always been the victim they must say that the male is the criminal? Is it possible that the attitude is caused by an evil that has built up within the female mind which projects itself against those who are now the victims and not the cause of a problem? Women have seen themselves for decades as the victim who was subjugated to the man. She was the victim of indifference from the man and not who she has become today, the deviate. Look at society around you. What has happened to what we once were, respectable of each other, caring, tolerant, but now we are the opposites of what our country was founded on. Rule, law, decency. Today is the worst time in world history. No more is it acceptance of everyone. It is permissiveness to those who fit a profile, the standard. It is a straightforward answer to a question. If you are female, you are right. If you are male, you are wrong. If you are black, you can do whatever you wish. If you are white, you do what you are told. It's like looking in a history book. Everything is now the opposite of what was 50 years ago. Does that mean things are better? They keep saying our country is better with Obama as president, as it is with women in power, and control of every scene on television. Is it better now that men are subjugated to women? Is it better now that people are forced to do things they don't agree with? Society sees only what they want to see through a magnifying glass that can only perceive one thing at a time. Is it better that homosexuality is forced on those who don't agree with it? But it must happen because someone tells you it's okay now. Is it better that a pope advocates his papacy to another who says homosexuality is acceptable, which goes against the Bible which the pope is supposed to uphold? Is it better today because the president says you cannot resist anything because it makes others feel bad or degraded? Something is wrong with this picture but no one wants to see it. People want to pretend it's not real. It's not happening that way. History repeats itself only when people don't remember the past. Case in point, in the book of Judges, in the Bible, it said that the Israelites obeyed God for hundreds of years and then over 2 decades moved away from God. They forgot the laws he set up for his people and they went their own way. What happened to them? They were enslaved, held captive. Israel cried out for deliverance and God heard them. He sent judges to bring them out of bondage, but they went back again and again to their sinful evil ways. For 1,000 years this went on until finally a generation said, "No more, we are done with this. We will obey God because He knows what is good for us, what is best for us." America is there today. We are turning to our own ways, our own lusts, our own evil desires. God is stepping back. He is letting people do their own thing. It will explode in your face soon. America cannot endure without rule, without law, without normalcy. If you won't learn, you can't get better as a race or a life form called humanity. Without normalcy, there can be no unity. There can be no tolerance. Stupidity produces chaos. It advocates hate and violence towards each other. If humanity sees only what it wants, someone else is in control. His name is Satan, Lucifer, the devil. He is the prince of this world. God gave him the rule of the earth because he couldn't rule heaven. Guess what that proves? God is the right one in this equation, because he made everything and everyone. Why doesn't humanity see that? Because they are selfish, degenerate, hateful. Are these good qualities? Number if you won't look beyond the eyeglass window of life, you cannot see what is above your head, around your shoulders, down at your feet, or in front of your face. You only see one view, like a horse that has blinders on its head, seeing only one direction because if it had a full view, it wouldn't know which way to go. But you aren't an animal. You are an intelligent being. You have a conscience. You have a soul. You have ability. Don't let it die because of complacency. Fight for your right to do what is right. To do what your conscience says is right. Don't let society rule your life. Take the right stance and resist evil. Resist what is wrong. Do what is right. Do what you know you should do because that is already in your thoughts right now. Because of the apostasy of the Catholic faith, a new generation says it wants gay marriage, homosexuality, intolerance, enslavement, degeneracy of society. For 2,000 years people have known what was right. Now a generation says we are throwing all that out the window. Does that makes to you either? It doesn't to me. Who is the Catholic Church ruled by? Not the Pope but someone else. Someone who is prince of this world, not of heaven. Not a god of light but a god of darkness. Satan himself. The whore of Babylon is mentioned very directly in the Bible. She is more than a character. She is the persona, yes, the persona. You are seeing it all around you. Women 2015, they see themselves as goddesses, controllers of life itself. Abortion is murder. Planned Parenthood has proven that. You aren't a head of cattle, you are a person. Animals go wherever they are herded, you don't, do you? Life is to be preserved, not abused. Women do this every single day. They use their bodies for whatever they want, but that body isn't yours, you know. It belongs to someone else. God made you, not your mother. She carried you inside of her but she didn't create you. She was only a subrogate, a container. You were made by someone else, someone more powerful than you. No matter what you've been taught, you aren't the center of the universe. You are a creature, a living being who was created by God. He is the ultimate one who makes the decision of life and death. Can you control life and death on the highway? Can you control when you will die? No, women must understand their place in society as they used to. From 1951 to 1978, women still understood that. Today, the knowledge is die and buried. It doesn't exist now because women have decided what they believe they are in society. They believe that they are the rulers. But, you aren't, you know. You were created to be submissive to the man because that is the way God made you. Men were supposed to respect the woman, not be submissive to the woman. It's all out of kilter now because of someone who changed the whole way of thinking about it. Satan did it. If women will not change, nothing else will. Men didn't create this degeneration of society but women won't take the responsibility to change it back either. It's a woman's world now, not a man's world. If men still controlled what was the civilization we knew, it wouldn't be as it is today. Take the big plunge, take the conductor's wand and point it at all women's faces and say, you are responsible for what we have done to the world. We must put it right again.